So after reading another post recently, I figured I'd do a little bit more writing. I've got this hot date tomorrow. Should probably do something with the whole gigantic beard thing, because much as I like the homeless chic, I'm not sure it's my best face forward. Be that as it may, I got something to say. Hey. Anyway, Hajimashite. Beauty all around me. Summertime infused in the bow with the sweetness seen but once a year. As soon as the sky clears and the sun comes out, bathing us in our rays and our ray bands. Rainmaker gone away, the rain man still here to say. Classical conditioning. That hair, those lips, those hips, nipped in the bud, my affections on my fud. Chasing that rabbit but never quite catching it. Wondering when the payday's gonna come. Hated to be one and finally have some fun. Find someone, let this damn experiment just be done. It's run on too long. My gong rings before I even started my song, and bang. So long, so gone. Good night and good luck. Who the fuck cared enough to even give a fuck? You'd mentioned the morbidity aspects of people who wrote poetry and whatever, so I figured, whatever. Because, when in doubt, suicide, right? Not that I'm actually being serious, of course, but you just mentioned, poets all being mopey or whatever. So I figured, oh my god, what am I doing? I should probably have eaten. Anyway. Okay, so the second one. Got me a stalker. Made the mistake of buying this chicken Mountain Dew, and now she just wants to Mountain Dew me. I wish I was making it up. I had the t-shirt and everything, but goddamn, some people just cling to me. Only problem is that she's 17 and keeps making my phone ring, texting that she loves me and that she wants to be together. We can run away together. But I'm just gonna run away forever, because I'll get put away forever, and damn, that shit is not worth it to lose my time. Even as I lose the chip from my shoulder, I keep getting older, should be getting bolder, but no. Some things just ain't worth it, even as I stress my lack of success. I don't know who listens to the prison I put myself within. Anxiety putting a price on my head as I keep trying to get into somebody's bed that'll make me dread the consequences of a constant daily, and sitting on the fence trying not to mince words here in the burbs, looking for the blurb that'll get me in the front door or the back door while I'm at it. Why not shoot for the stars if you know you're gonna fail anyway? So that felt more like a rap and less like poetry, but who knows? Maybe I'll be the next Eminem, or the white anyone, because really, other than Eminem and that one Japanese guy from Linkin Park, I don't know. Sorry. Heard an interesting thing recently that the only reason that Eminem can get away with writing songs about murdering his parents or whatever, or his ex-girlfriend, is because he's the only, mainstream white rapper. I guess Uncle Cracker was for, 6 months, 3 years ago. I don't think he counts, though. Not anymore. Anyway, there was I forget who it was, there's a recent guy who made some sort of, I think it was a rape joke, or some sort of threat of sexual violence in one of his songs. And there was this big fiasco, that, male patriarchy and stuff like that. And, the lyrics are definitely offensive, don't get me wrong. It's just, it's hardly like they're more offensive than a different song that has never gotten objections to, that involve, killing cops, or drug deals gone wrong, or drug deals gone right, because, I don't know, it just seems like there's a certain segment of music that, it's ignored. I mean, oftentimes, just for anything, whether it's movies or music, it's not just rap, any kind of, there's lots of just violence and everything in America. And, well, that's not objected to. As soon as sex gets brought up, then all of a sudden, I don't know, it's strange. I don't know. So got me a hot date in the morning. Well, in the 3:30 in the afternoon, not exactly morning, of course. I don't know. I'm really nervous. Like I was saying, she's really cute from the 3 photos of her, only one of which involved her face. I don't know, the first photo she sent was her in gym clothes, in the mirror, showing off her curves, so to speak. Nothing obscene. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. This is the first person that I've been on a date with that I actually found myself actually kind of attracted to. I'm wondering whether I'll have a story out of this or just more shitty poetry. Let's see. God, when the hell did I write this? I found some file on my laptop called Depressing Hope, and I'm looking for anything to kind of get into the id of like the 16-year-old skinny nerd that is still inside my ever-expanding gut. I mean, holy shit, what the fuck was I wrote this like 2 months ago, tops. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? Depressing Hope? Who titles stuff that, other than like, I don't know. It's like, I sit here each day dreaming of the last thing that mattered in my life. What has mattered? Nothing. What will matter? Nothing. What could matter? Anything, I suppose. If we let what-ifs rule the day, yet what-ifs do not rule. Cold hard facts what we deal with, what crushes us beneath the heels of what is, remind us what is not, in every cruel way that fate has conspired to show us our faults, our weaknesses, our destructions. Yet I must push on, I must strive for tomorrow, even in the wake of tragedy, I must look for the small victories, even if my life falls apart from my very eyes, as my soul torn to pieces by the machinations of the world thrown on my path. Even if the whole world were to be set against me, I cannot give up. What would be the point of it? Would my death be happier than my life? Never. It's impossible. The only possible conclusion is to blunder forward into the unknown, unknowable future, for while it's even possible that life should get worse than it is, there's a greater odds of life getting better, for not everything is despair and sadness and loss, not everything is crushing and grinding and tearing, for there is always the shadow of hope growing in our past. Hope is, indeed, a shadow, as you may be wondering. I say yes, hope casts a shadow because you must look up to see it. If you merely look at the ground, set in your drudgery, hope cannot reach you. You are out of each other's grasp, so look up, alas, hope to see hope when the shadow alerts you to its presence. I don't know if I wrote this. I have no recollection of doing so, but unless, like, some fairy godmother or something grabbed my laptop and made me type something, I was probably kind of drunk, which has not happened much. But, there's always wine. When the fuck did I write this? I'm sorry. I don't usually curse. Well, except all the fucking time. But it's just weird. Also, I'm using my desktop mouse while trying to use my laptop. What's wrong with me? Let's see here. Depressing Hope. Yeah. I don't know. I cannot figure out when I wrote this. But yeah, I mean, here's hoping that, yeah, I spelled depressing wrong. Lovely. Isn't that depressing? Let's see, Depressing Hope. Right click. Properties. Created Wednesday, January 5th, 2011 at 8:30 a.m. Well, there you have it. 2.5 years ago. I was really fucking depressed for some reason, and I have no idea why. I mean, January 5th, 2011, that was, I believe, at or around the time I got my official graduation notice from my community college. Well, that's when I knew I'd graduated. I kind of skipped the whole walking thing, because I can find dumb hats anywhere. I mean, I've got lots of them. This one's not so much dumb, but awesome. I mean, when I was in San Diego a few years ago, this is the most expensive thing I bought. A classic Stetson, $178. And I fucking love this thing. But I feel like I don't know, a retiree. For 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna stop this here. You look at my awesome hat. Or I look like a cowboy or something.